first question, can you tell us who you are and what is it that you do?
My name is Corey Holmes, and I'm an indie game developer, as well as an animator, cleanup artist, and storyboard artist.
You've worked a bit in the animation field, right?
Yes, I have.
Can you tell us what some of the most difficult things about it?
Uh, one of the most difficult things about animation has to be the planning. Um, I wouldn't say the time devoted because the time devoted is just tedious work, but planning out what you're doing in terms of like the animation, like the actions or the layouts and everything. That's the part that's the hardest because you need to find that perfect balance of what's visually appealing, what registers in the audience's mind, like right then and there, and just making sure that everything comes together perfectly in the end product. The tedious process of just like working at it, and the busy work, just like animating the frames, that is also hard to stay focused, but at the same time, it's actually the easiest part. But yeah, basically, planning is a bit of the hardest.
So, is there any perks to animation?
Okay. Basically, the things that I like mostly in animation, secondary animation where you add subtle little bits like hair flowing, or clothes kind of like bouncing, mostly because it gives that little it gives that little realistic feel to what you animate. Um, I think that's the funnest part because it adds a little more character to the animations. So like if somebody's wearing like a really baggy coat or sweater, have that like kind of caught caught like flowing like hair. Uh, it's I don't know. I find that like to be the best part of animation.
Oh, so it's like the details and stuff, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. Some little details because it adds a little more personal charm to it.
So, so you work with certain animation programs, right?
Yes, I did.
What software out there would you recommend to first time animators who are just getting into it or having an interest in it?
Um, First time animators, if you're trying to learn how to animate, your best bet is using a light box and paper. But if you want to go digital, Flash Animation is a good program, um, and Photoshop is a good program as well. Uh, the ones that are a little more pricey, Toon Boom is a little bit more expensive, but that's actually the program that they use in the industry.
Oh,
Um, let's see, I'm trying to remember. There is. They also have a program called Flipbook, I believe. I don't know if it's still called that, but it's an old program that's kind of all pixely like MS Paint. That's actually really good for animation if you want to test the waters. But there's really nothing like the feel of pencil and paper on a light box. So I say that's your best bet.
the last question though. Can you tell us the most memorable story that you have while animating? Like something that was really, that just made you feel giddy inside or something?
I think one of the greatest feelings was being a part of the indie game Skullgirls, because that was actually my first big gig, uh, and seeing my animations, my cleanup art animations on in the game engine for the first time when they released the video in E3. Um, so it was honestly it was really it blew me away, and it made me feel great. It's like, wow, I had a hand in a video game that a lot of people are playing. I can't believe it. That's, it's a really great feel when you actually see your stuff go out, and like, a lot of people are watching it or viewing it in some way. It's got, it's just a really good feeling, and yeah, so that's a feeling that, like, just keeps getting better the more and more that you keep working at it.